He told me we have a special champion that only works on blue side if the bans and picks work out. And I said, special champion, you mean like Heimerdinger? He said, yes, like Heimerdinger.
Exactly like Heimerdinger, as it turns out.
Very suspiciously like Heimerdinger.
Triumphantly moves to the jungler spot up next to Cho'Gath. Goodness gracious me. And it's a role switch too. Like, this is craziness.
He's just we've seen that Solo knows how to hit axes. He's been playing Olaf throughout the tournament. He's taking him up top lane, and they're bringing out their. We'll never say this again.
So
they're bringing out their Pocket Heimer.
They really are. Pocket Heimer.
That will never ever happen again.
We had Xiao's Pocket Xerath, and now Mandy's Pocket Jungle Heimerdinger. This is the blue. This is the blue side strat that GSG said they had prepared. And here in the clutch game, this is game 5, and you know, we've been talking to the players. We know exactly how important this is for them. Exactly how important it is. And this is
people joining. As a recap, GSG, formerly known as Roaming, the only amateur team that's played at the OGN. They still get together at the PC Bank. Have no sponsor. I talked to them about getting a sponsor. A win here would help a lot with that. This is also direct entry to the OGN if they win here. So a lot on the line for them, and they've gone deep. Pastry time.
And what a story this would be as well. You know,
this is as serious a match as can be for GSG Saint-Shing, and this is what they've got for you.
Yeah, this is not like they think that they're gonna lose. Like this, they're actually playing this because they think it's good, and we're gonna find out just how prepared this strategy is. Solo actually taking the Wolves to start things off, interestingly enough, and invade. All right, GSG.
Sure.
Oh, this is so cool! They're gonna hook the red buff.
How you feeling there, Page Time? You alright?
Heimerdinger! I'm so pumped!
Have you noticed it's resetting though? This is awesome.
It is, yeah. They didn't quite put in the right spot, but it doesn't matter. Here it goes! Counter jungle Heimerdinger Blitzcrank. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last game of the NLB Winter Final.
Just for
what
chat,
is
this
going
is
on
not
now?
manufactured. Pastry Time is super pumped.
I love Heimerdinger. I absolutely love Heimerdinger.
And they're not laning.
ARAM!
The special strat does not limit it to jungle Heimerdinger. It's let's push mid.
And Sona's moving in. She's so concerned for the rest of her team. Dade's like, what do I do? I mean,
Space was like holding the creep wave down bottom. Not anymore.
Yeah, he's like, okay, better stop pushing.
And it makes so much sense, Space Time, because they have the push and they have the Blitzcrank shooting gallery as well.
Yes, they do. I mean, I assume that when he said it needed to have like specific bans not happen, I'm assuming that means Blitzcrank. And they have got that here. So alright, we'll see how quickly they can get this tower down. I'm assuming this is important to the strategy. But CJ Entus have responded with kind of the way you expect them to. Oh, grab so close there on the insect. But they've responded how you expect them to. You know, they put 3 people mid and left the other 2 farming in the lanes, one of which is unattended. 4-man mid after the red buff steal on Blitzcrank. That's what we're starting with here. As you're down the bottom.
And you know, they're famous for their bot lane comps like Rumble Fiddlesticks, which, you know, you can see the synergy there with the magic and passive.
3 minutes, 33 turret.
What was that record?
They're still going. Mandy, you beasts! They just beat the last series record by a minute in this best of 5 alone.
And we've just gained 600 viewers, basically.
Hi, everybody!
News travels fast.
Yeah. Well, Jungle Heimerdinger travels fastest. I don't know why he has red buff, by the way, but I'm glad that he has it. It's probably for the experience, if nothing else. Hextech Micro Rockets now leveled up as well.
And here's the teleport down bottom.
Well, all of his teleport as well. He's just like, no, we need to like trim these lanes. Oh my goodness, the tier 2 turret mid is on a half health. Oh, it makes so much sense now. GSD double poke Blitzcrank Heimerdinger. No, don't you get away, Mandy! Defend him! Oh my goodness. This is good news here for Dade. First blood there as Caitlyn gets the next kill. And you know, we talk about caster bias and how it shouldn't be here, but I'm so sorry. I would not be me. I would not have
the... not be cheerleaders though, Pastry Time. They still have to earn this.
Flash Shadow Dash from Mandy. Yeah, what a start indeed. And Long Panda, he's gonna die. There's the Piltover Peacemaker. I mean, if I'm not... If I can't be biased for Jungle Heimerdinger, then something's probably wrong. But I will try and keep it to a minimum. I do apologize. Sort of. I'm physically shaking at how awesome this is. This would be the perfect time for me to have a webcam attached to the stream. Solo, by the way, is just pushing his outer turret. He's got it to almost below half health. I'm seeing recoil seal. Doran's ring up for Heimer. Couple of blades there for Caitlyn. I wonder if GSG are going to continue this push. I mean, Shen has done no damage to top tower. Bottom tower has taken about a third of its health down. Olaf did more than that just by teleporting down.
Do you think they wanted the Shen pick? Because,
maybe.
I mean, Shen, not very good against, not a very good counter pusher early.
That's true. I mean, that would be genius. I mean, already this comp is pretty genius here from GSG. Like,
well, they when I was asking about the comp, they said it relied on the enemy team banning and picking certain champs. So
maybe this is it.
They've been thinking about it, but what a... Oh dear.
There's like still a red buff here for GSG that they haven't taken yet. Who is their blue buff? Is it Olaf? I don't know. It's gone now. I think
Olaf picked it up at level 1.
Okay, I thought so. Which obviously helps him push in Shen, which keeps that tower very healthy. And here we go. Sean G is like not convinced to just counter jungle his enemy. He's gonna let Heimer do this buff as well. Red buff here, maybe gonna go to Caitlyn this time around. Looks like it will.
So do they just barrel straight up mid after they group some experience here, or?
I think so. I feel like the strategy revolves around getting these quick turrets. I mean, the T2 turret in mid is so low that it's like, why wouldn't you really? Oh man, Solar's level 6.
And we always talk about the vision afforded by getting an early mid turret. To pick up both mid turrets at 6 minutes, if you could then reset yourself and go back to laning without a crazy level disadvantage.
They're gonna get this turret. It's gone. It's gone.
That,
there's nothing CJ Entus can do about that tier 2 turret in mid. Kha'Zix is trying to take down bottom and he's gonna get it, but Shen is not even close to pushing anything. He's not even 6. Grab there onto Insect. Can they follow up? The Power Fist as well. The great Feral Scream out there from Cho'Gath. Denies the follow-up, but they're going on for the inhibitor turret now. The first turret for CJ Entus goes down as Kha'Zix picks up bottom. Shen rotating in mid now as well. And GSG with some sort of crazy strat.
And we've always been talking about how, we always heard about how M5 would try random things and...
Oh my god, they're going to get this inhibitor turret at 7 minutes 20.
Smurf account and then never play it again. You have to wonder how practice they're going to get the inhibitor turret.
3 turrets to 1.
7 minutes, basically.
The only 3 turrets they have are all from mid lane. But here comes CJ Entus. They got good follow-up here. Insect, if you can land the rupture, there's a stun. Easy with a good flash there out of the way, and Clear nets himself out as well.
Really good at holding people off. Just a few autos and a chance E and...
Well,
wow.
Think about it, alright? Heimer and Caitlyn in a siege. Yordle snap traps, turrets, concussion grenade. All good stuff.
Passive also, the health regen.
Yeah, absolutely. The techmaturgical repair bots. I never thought I'd get to say that in the cast. But I'm glad I learned it now.
You need such good communication of your CJ Entus here because you're not practiced against this. You've heard of pushing comps. They were really popular around beta or just after the beta ended of League of Legends. But, I mean, they're not seen in competitive play. This is just such an alternative way to play. And, I mean, the gold lead says it all. The turrets, I mean, the 3 turrets, the 3 mid turrets, the 3 turrets you always crave. How many games have we seen recently where the mid turret, it takes so long, so much sieging to get it down, but they've got the ultimate siege team here.
Yeah, you're right about the kind of the popularity of this stuff in solo queue. I mean, like, every once in a while, teams will do this in solo queue or rank 5s or something like that. I mean, Afromoon Wings of Death did it, and it was hilarious. And there's a video on YouTube if you want to watch it, but in a tournament that really matters. Like, this isn't like game 1 in a best of 5 that you're just hoping to cheese out a win. This is the most important game of this tournament for this team. And GSG is one of the few good amateur teams really trying to make it here in Korea. This is so important to them. And they're doing the Stand United in the Insect coming in, but the damage is coming out. The rest of GSG, though, split. As CJ Entus comes in, but here rolls in Solo. Shadow Dash there from Long Panner onto Trondu's good work. And there goes down the Blitz going, but Solo is such a high level. He's level 8. He's got so much farm. He cleans up Shen. The rest of GSG coming in as well. Insect in trouble. Pilts over Peacemaker there, but Cho'Gath flashes over the wall. And GSG continue pressuring here. The Heimer turrets are up. The inhibitor is open. CJ needs to defend here, but I don't think they can do it. Are they seriously going to lose an inhibitor in less than 10 minutes? Are you kidding me?
They are.
Wow. And Dade, there's just nothing he can do. There it goes. 9 minutes 33. And Dade's probably dead here. Leaps over the wall. Gets himself out of trouble. This is ridiculous.
Now, the ultimate thing that GSG have to do here is they're all going to be underleveled, especially the 3, the jungler, the person with Smite on their team, and the duo that have always been free hitting in mid are going to be underleveled. They need to pick up health. They need to pick up red pots, as Caitlyn has running here, just to prevent any sort of reset madness from Dade.
He called on the red pots. There's one for Mandu. There's one.
He maxed W first. I don't think you can ever not max W first as Kha'Zix, just how strong that spell is applying the passive, but man, it'd be nice to reset on these really low health targets here for Kha'Zix.
Yeah, but, you know, who does that? Who's going to make that adaptation in something that they may never ever have faced? Maybe once.
That's why I said you need CJ Entus need clear calls. They need to know what they need to do to solve this because, you know, no one's going to be ready for it. But what you do now, that's the question.
And it is kind of a puzzle, isn't it? You know, solve is a good word there. You know, this is cheesy, this is gimmicky, but there is method to the madness.
Cheesy
clearly.
is an understatement, pastry time. Cheesy is when you run, you know, jungle Heimerdinger and then lane. But this is
commitment. This is, oh man, TS got his ultimate insect, caught in the wrong place, wrong time. Gonna get stunned up here, but TSG not quite enough with the damage. Hook! So close. Insect lives by a header, but they're gonna get this bottom turret. In fact, minions are gonna do it clear. Last hit there. I have to say one of the
turrets down, pastry time.
One of the really nice things about the way GSG have set this up, and there are, like, as cheesy as this is, there are levels of this that you could study that go so deep, but Solo is a Solo is an absolute beast right now. His Olaf is the highest level in the game by not even close. And he's got teleport back up. When he comes in, like you saw it around mid, the reason GSG were able to get that inhibitor was Solo's presence with such a high level was ridiculous. And if there's a champion that you're trying to snowball or you want high levels, it's probably Olaf in a situation like this.
And if you look at top lane, he's just boxing behind the turret. He's not concerned with Shen one bit.
They're picking on Shen. They really are. I mean, you know, Long Panda has picked on Shen twice now in 2 different games here in this series. Olaf is doing exactly the same thing here. And GSG, they just keep going. They need turrets. I mean,
and a good point though. Rusty Goldbag's in chat. No one can defend mid. A level 8 champion taking on super minions is ridiculous.
Chonjum just missed a hook in there, but the push is still coming in here. Ultimates are now up for all of GSG.
Every single wave in mid lane has a super creep with 2300 health doing 220 damage pastry time.
Israel is stuck there, up the top. Shen, Solo, one more axe, ba-boom! And there's Undertow to the face.
Just keep sieging and they will need 2 members to deal with those super creeps. It's genius.
But they can't afford to pull 2. Oh man, Chonju needs to stop mixing his rocket grabs.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, twice in a row there. With a bit of an awkward angle. Insecto crushed by CH1 concussion grenade. And here's the teleport. Olaf's like, alright, it's go time, boys and girls. Here comes Solo. And Olaf is a pusher. Even if he gets low. Olaf is a dude, he pushes creep waves. He does damage to tower. And here comes GSG. Second inhibitor turret of the game at 13 minutes, maybe.
There's the heal.
There's a heal? Oh man, Space gets hooked in there as well. Mandy with the kill. Long Panda in trouble. Exhausted up. Easy there with the stun. Blitzcrank goes down, but they get the turret. And still the kill there for clear. Sand United will just not quite finish their initiative. The shield was in there. And GSG have to back off here. But there's a creep right now pushing the tier 2 turret as well.
If the turrets are off cooldown pastry time, so hard to be isolated against the Kha'Zix here.
Yeah.
Just put down a turret, and I believe that counts as not being isolated. I think you'd have to. So.
Yeah, I mean, think at how much vision GSG have. The minions are pushing everywhere.
The people in mid lane that have to deal with a super creep every wave, look at the super creep stats.
Heimerdinger has 4 Doran's rings. 4.
He's going for the Twisted Tree Line special, pastry time.
Ionian Boots of Lucidity and 4 Doran's rings. There are 3 Doran's blades on a Blitzcrank for some unconscionable reason.
Okay, I was keeping it together, but the 3 Doran's blade. Red pop Blitzcrank.
Here comes the blue buff. GSG, it might look ridiculous, but if they win this game...
It's cost effectiveness, pastry time. That's what Doran's blades and Doran's rings are all about.
GSG, my goodness gracious. Shen is still trying to defend top. His ultimate's not back for a while. Spacey are going to take so much damage. Flashes away there. So Easy can't follow up after acing the hole.
And Long Panda must feel...
really hard done by, to say the least. Mid still pushing. GSG going for their second inhibitor in about 15 minutes. The mid inhibitor respawns. GSG needs to keep the pressure here, but Chonju's getting low. They got to be careful. There's a very key moment here for CJ Entus. Solo, though, is in here. Shen is walking back, but GSG there. Easy picks up Insect. Blitzcrank goes down as well, but the double up for Twist of Fate, and the inhibitor's already gone down. They rotate towards mid. 2 inhibitors in 15 minutes. Most teams can't come back from this after 30. So in half the time, GSG have done what few teams can do in double the amount. And they're going for top tower here as well.
are amazing, and they left it to last pick when CJ Entus had picked champions like Shen, who really can't deal with this.
No.
Shen has no AoE clearing. He was alone for a lot of the game. When he wasn't, Olaf just started with the blue buff, always had a level advantage. Shen was always in a horrible, horrible spot. And this is... They needed to win, so they pulled out a strat. It had Heimerdinger in, so the first thing you think is this is some sort of crazy troll, some sort of placeholder pick, but it's ingenious.
Yeah, no placeholders here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the NLB Winter Grand Final,
Look
Game
at
5.
Ezreal trying to deal with this pastry time.
And it's really good too, because Ezreal is not a good... Like, it's not Graves. He can't push waves. Yes, he can auto-attack them, but that's it. Ezreal's pretty horrible. So Ezreal's Sona are pretty horrible at clearing creep waves early on.
Poke, but clearing?
I mean, you're not outpoking this team. Long Panda obliterated there as Clear picks that one up. Insect now getting chased down as well. Solo is level 11. Grab on the Insect, and Chonju comes up with the God Hand Dade. Trying for the respec, but walks into a Yordle Snap Trap and gets killed by Caitlyn. Oh, the humanity of Yordle Snap Trap. And GSG, they're doing it 8 turrets to 1 in 16 minutes and 20 seconds. They're 10,000 gold ahead.
They're not 10,000 gold ahead. Your maths
Oh, my math is
not good.
My brain. Don't never trust my maths ever, but especially now. You're right.
5.5.
So, thankfully, Papa Smithy can still do maths.
6.5k ahead, yes.
Thankfully, I do one thing under pressure. Papa does the
we
other.
see Caitlyn picking up the movement speed boost, the alacrity upgrade already. A Shirelius completed on Olaf, along with a warm-up. So he's already set himself.
Goodness gracious
And then
me.
cost effectiveness everywhere else.
Yeah, Fiendish Codex up for Heimerdinger. He sold a door. No, he didn't sell one. I don't know what slot he had. I guess he had Elixir in there last time. Blasting one up for easy with double door and Sork Shoes. GSG, it's like they need one more. Insect, well and truly out of position here. The TFO finds him, and this could be the last team waiting for GSG, but a good shadow dash in there for Long Panda. Crescendo out as well. Shut down for TF there, and Mandy's trying to get out of Heimer's space. We'll chase him out of a great grab from Chonju to save him. And Clear is trying to order who he can. There's a concussion grade over the top. Solo taking a little bit too much as well. Clear is doing what he can, but kiting him through. If GSG could buy time...
Meanwhile, the super minions go.
Yeah, if they're buying time, that's almost all they need here. Dade's level 8. Ridiculous damage as Solo snipes him with an axe. So 2-for-1 trade there in the end. Ace in the hole. Will just miss Long Panda there after feint.
Look at this. There goes the turret.
Yeah. Solo just tanks what he can. Clear is coming in. Good buy here from Insect for the home guard boots.
And how silly would they have looked if this had not come off pitch time? Something went wrong. That red buff kept resetting at level 1. Such a massive risk to take, and it has to speak to the character of GSG to go with such an oddball comp in the 5th game of a series when they really need the win, and people are going to remember them whatever happens in this game.
By the way, I just got told the prize was 5 million Korean won is on the line. Insect, you're going to get caught in the jungle because, you know what? GSG, it's soloing red buff.
Solo is ungodly strong here, and of course still has no points in Reckless Swing.
Solo, to the end, no matter where he is. He knows his solo field and he likes it.
Here comes Teleport.
Level 13 space could be a bit of a problem. Actually, using the invulnerable siege creep, that's pretty nice. And there's the 9th tower of the game. There's only the Nexus ones left. Long Panda, silenced up. They're pulled back in there by Chonju. And GSG, they're going for 3 inhibitors. At 19 minutes, there it is, the 3rd inhibitor. At 19 minutes, what most teams achieve at around 30 or 35, 40 if they're lucky. And they're pushing in. They just lost a Nexus turret to minions. GSG, are they really going to do this?
Yes.
Insect coming back in with the home guard boots. Easy. Chonju goes down there to Dade. But Solo's destroying turrets. GSG, they don't even care. The super creeps, they're onto the Nexus. They might win before I see the Entus can surrender. And GSG, they've done it! NLB Winter Champions with Jungle Heimerdinger. Goodness gracious me. We picked up 2,000 people in less than 20 minutes. And that was ridiculous. Probably the sickest game of League of Legends I've ever had the pleasure of watching. And I got to cast it with you, Papa Smithy. Holy
19 minutes
crap.
34 pastry time. They couldn't even surrender.
Couldn't even surrender. And GSG, they promised us a strat. That was not what I expected. Not what anybody else expected either, but what class from GSG. With literally everything on the line. They had a strategy. They said, we're going to do it. 6 million Korean won. And a game they had to win to qualify for the OGN. Just amazing.
There are no words, Pastry Time. Just because it wasn't just blindly going with something they thought of. They picked the comp at a perfect time. They cemented it with the last pick. The Heimerdinger was the only pick that kind of pigeonholed them into doing what they did. Until they had that pick, they could have gone with anything. They had a very balanced team with Twisted Fate, Olaf, Blitzcrank, and Caitlyn. And then once the Heimerdinger went in there, they knew what they were going to do. They saw the enemy team had Shen. The enemy team did not have that split push pressure. And, you know, they just executed it to perfection. They just played like a team. They knew what they were doing. They knew to build cost-effective items with a bit of health so that they didn't get isolated and take massive damage from Kha'Zix. And they went and they won, and it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, as I said, there are so many levels to that game. The comp that GSG came up with, and it's so perfect because it looks so innocent before the final pick, and just, you know, punishing Shen, like punishing Cho, just all these shit, but punishing Ezreal Sona, for crying out loud. There was, if that had been Graves Lulu, that would have made for a very different game potentially. But GSG, they had